wanted to update everyone on everything I know and have learned about Mabel up to this point. She is 4.5 months, almost 5 months, and we're going to talk about everything I've learned so far about her. We still don't have definitive answers on what breed she is, but we suspect at this point that she is half Khaki Campbell and Rouen. Could be Mallard, but I suspect more Rouen. She doesn't have the blue band, and she never developed that, so she's definitely not full Rouen. And surprise, well, she's definitely a she. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. But I wanted to talk more about her coloring. And I don't think her coloring is going to change much more at this point. But I wanted to see if I could show the inside of her wings, which is really cool. If she lets me open them. Hey, can you open your wings for me? I always thought the inside of her wings was very, very beautiful. Okay, this might be a little hard. Okay, there we go. She's got this beautiful inner lining in here that's almost like taffeta and silver and just very beautiful. I don't know how often you get to look inside ducks' wings like this, but it's just beautiful coloring and very kind of like a silvery shine, and it's just fascinating to me. As an artist and illustrator, I just find it fascinating looking at her plumage and how she's developed all these different colors from how she looked as a baby. I haven't weighed her, and I don't know how much she weighs. She's probably about 5 or 6 pounds is my guess. At almost 5 months old, she's probably about 22 weeks. So, in that time, oh, she loves anything that's silver. I've discovered that the Khaki Campbells and the Rouens actually fall low in the scale of skittishness from 1 to 9. The Khaki Campbells and the Rouens tend to be more skittish, but because she's been handled so much, she's not that way. I mean, she seems to be comfortable with lots of people. So she still is very much Mama's duck. Although Papa Duck does, you know, he gets the attention too, but he gives her as much attention as he can, but she's still very attached to me. So in the next month or so, we'll be looking at getting her a mate. We're actually some friends, but I wanted to talk about her sexual maturity that has developed in the last month that we've discovered that proves that she's a she. You can't really tell by the plumage when you don't really know for sure what breed they are. So you have to go by other indications, and I'm not able to demonstrate that in this video, but I have plenty of videos that will demonstrate it, and I'll be adding that after this video, after this talk, and then I'll share some videos of what we've seen and how we know that she's a she. Right, Mabel? So she has reached sexual maturity, and I had read that you don't normally see that until about 7 months old or older, but because she hatched in October, and that's a late season hatch, and apparently with late season ducks, they will mature a lot faster than those that hatch in the spring or the summer. So that's why we're seeing more sexual maturity develop. And also, when I say she needs a mate, I mean she really needs a mate. And once again, the following videos will talk more about that. But she's ready for a boy, and we're not going to provide that. I don't want any male ducks, and I know that they can be really hard on the hands. And they also say that if you're going to have a male duck, that you should have at least 5 hens, and we're not going to have that many ducks. So I'm good at 2 or 3. She's been a lot of work, and she's definitely a blessing, and we love her, but it is a big responsibility, so I don't think we're going to take on more than that. As for looking for some friends for her, we're considering maybe a couple more ducks, female ducks close to her age. I'm particular in breeds because I've done a lot of research on what we think would work best for our family and our situation, and I'm looking at either another Khaki Campbell or a blue Swedish, or maybe a Welsh. So anyway, we want good egg layers if we're going to invest in the care for them, because you do have to, there is cost involved, and so we want to make sure we at least get some eggs out of it, and at the same time give her some playmates. She is enjoying being outside, and we're enjoying having some quiet inside the house. She's not squawking or seems unhappy even when she's left alone, which is good. The dog is usually outside near her, not free in the yard, because we don't have a fully fenced yard. But she seems to be content. She chatters, and I don't know who she's talking to, maybe other birds. Her kennel is almost ready, and we are going to be adding a top so that when the rains come, and then by winter time, hopefully it'll just keep them dry when they want to be dry, although ducks like to be wet all the time. And she'll have a pool, and she'll have everything she needs. And maybe within the next month or so, we might see an egg. We'll see. But check out the following videos. It indicates how we know she's a she. Say hi, Mabel. Hi. So Mabel is in mating season, and she's definitely a girl, and she's leaving some white discharge, and she's making this sound. And if I go to touch her, the wings come out, and then her tail goes up, which is hard to get out of camera. Yep, that's definitely a mating sound.